go sit your ass down.
That's what it is. Help is this. I think it is
Yes.
with the thumb up. Help.
Yes.
So she keep getting. We trying to teach her help now, but she keep getting help and more confused. It's like she's just clapping. Like, is it more help? What you want?
Like, I want more help, motherfucker.
Yeah, I've been looking that shit up, trying to Google shit and find different shit to like that'll help. With that. Even like drum lessons, because I don't know how to play drums. She got all these damn musical instruments. They got looked up. You know how you just play. First of all, the keyboard only got like a third, a third of the note, right? Yeah. So I'm making beats like, you know, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, oh, okay, I can see how this. So then I hit some notes and I'm like, that shit sound like Jingle Bells. So I'm like, Jingle Bells is only one key. It's like jingle bell, jingle bell. Yeah. But then when you like boom, boom.
What's the next? What's the next? Where we go?
I'm hitting every key like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, man. So I just Googled it on YouTube and it was two keys.
Googled it on YouTube.
Can you Google on YouTube? Yeah, they Google on YouTube. Yeah.
And you Googled it and went to YouTube.
Yeah, it took me to YouTube. Yeah, it was so simple.
Google has replaced search.
I went all over the keyboard. It was only 10 keys, like you said. Yeah. It was two keys over. Doom, 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 boom, doom. My dumb ass. So it brought me to be like, what's the dumbest shit y'all Googled? The silliest shit you ever Googled?
Oh, I had to think. Because I've Googled some of the, you know me, when the shit come up, I'm like, where's the phone?
How many times you Google something and be like, I fucking knew that? Like
lots.
Like you Google it and be like,
especially now. Yeah,
lots.
Like you read it like, I fucking knew that.
Yeah. What's the silliest shit I done Google? Because you know me, I you know what I'm saying? Googling done laughed in my motherfucking
pull up your
search
history
engine.
right quick.
You know what? For some reason, my Joan don't go back to what it go to trending, whatever's trending at the time. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? I don't care about that. Android. Stop now. Right. Silliest shit Javen and Google.
How to fry a turkey. He got all these people money. Like, all right, now how we do this?
Now how we do it? I have no idea. So first you have to get a fryer. Okay.
You call somebody to borrow that. Okay. What about you? What you got?
Well, it's not Google. It's just signs to look for a baby concussion. So just, you know.
You Googled that?
Yeah, I had to. You have to. Sometimes you gotta just look it up, man. They fall and be like, "Oh shit, nigga, you all right? Are you okay?"
So he dropped the baby.
No, I didn't. No, sir.
He dropped the baby.
Everybody
stopped. Everybody stopped. Like, oh shit.
That shit sound like a human fell out the bed.
Man.
A human?
Man.
Baby's a giant.
Nah, I was Googling that Jingle Bell shit. That shit was, I'm typing it in. Because I'm on the TV typing it in. It's like Jingle Bell. I'm like, nigga, I'm singing it as I'm typing.
I'm typing.
Never let Moo use your Google on your phone ever in life. Just never let it happen, because the shit that he gonna look up, you just gonna be like,
shout out
why
to
you
Shamu.
even put this in my phone?
I can see him doing that.
I'm going to get shit like this. What is it? Hungarian face mask?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Just never let him put shit like that in your phone.
The ads you get with that.
Yeah.
The ads, the combos, you know what I'm saying? Like
nah.
You know what I'm saying? Hungarian goulash. Like,
They're like, Spirit now flying to Hungary.
Like, no.
Hungary.
I said Hungary. Hungary.
Hungary.
Where's that?
Hungary.
I am hungry.
It's like a hankering. Episode 105.
Hankering? How are you? I got a hankering. Is that, how do you use that?
Yeah, I got a hankering for you. Know exactly how to use
it. It's some.
I want to hear you.
It's some old shit. If you see a 20-year-old say that, like,
what's the new one? Hangry. Yeah, people.
Hungry and angry.
Yeah,
that's Snickers.
That's real though.
Yeah, that's fucking Snickers for that.
What'd you say? It's episode what?
105. Happy New Year, man.
Happy
Happy New Year to you fellas,
Happy
man.
New Year,
Happy
gents.
New Year,
We done made another one.
We in 2022.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You gotta had a.
It's 2020 again. That's what I'm saying. 2022.
Two.
It's 2020 also. There's going to be a whole. We got the pandemic here.
They would throw a tomato if they could. Hey.
You think something gonna happen on 2/2/2/2/2?
Yes, a lot of people gonna get married.
Yeah, marriage.
2/2/2.
A lot of people gonna
A
get
week
married.
after Valentine's Day. That'd be kind of dope though if you go to Valentine's Day, like on the 14th, and then just stay for like 7 days. You know what I mean? Like 7-8 days, get married. That's kind of dope.
Stay well.
I'm saying
wherever you at. Basically, make it a whole trip.
Yeah,
like
Valentine's Day,
and then
14,
get married, and then get married on
8 days, and then you get married, come back home, and fight.
I don't want to sound insensitive or nothing like that, but where did all this goofy shit come from? Oh,
Internet.
Wow. This would be special if we...
I told you.
What?
When I was in my 20s, I didn't know what people in their 40s was doing.
But, I mean, even then...
Well, that type of shit with the math, that only comes around a very few times.
Yeah.
You can only get literally that a few times.
But I also think it's the internet too, where it's like where you can plan for it in the sense of like how many times would it have just popped up and you'd be like, oh shit, today is 2222222. You know what I'm saying? But now somebody telling you in January, you like, so what are we doing for 2222222?
But that's what I'm saying. It's everything now.
22222.
We should be celebrating every day of life. Every day that we're living and able to do this.
So if you pick a day that you want to celebrate more than another,
here this nigga go.
Pick a day to celebrate more than the other.
Make it a quote. This nigga. Maybe he do
It's the new year. That's the nigga. It's resolution. You know what I'm saying? That's this nigga.
Oh yeah. Wait till you see the one
I'm
tomorrow.
trying to be a better person.
So 105.
Wait till you see the one tomorrow.
I'm trying to be a better person this year. This nigga trying to be all adult like and grown.
Me,
and
myself,
shit.
Javen, and Ahmad, man. We are back.
Ahmad, I've been through a lot, baby.
Hey, let's intro this thing. No better way than to let
Is
that shit going in?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I was making sure.
I am the example of how you can actually change and adjust and be better. Why is he doing that? Is that how the song goes?
Yeah, it's the mix. They got it panning.
About to give me a seizure.
Like they try to stop the baby from getting paid. When he was talking about how they be giving each other A's. They hated on Dave Chappelle but couldn't stop him. Netflix was like, if you don't like it,
Don't watch him.
Bill Cosby came home, I'm glad he doing well. Honestly, I thought Bill was gonna die in jail. Who the fuck be listening to Tyler creative music?
It's like,
I do.
These are all your inner thoughts.
How he get the number one album over Cali when he be out here tossing other niggas salad?
I don't know about that one. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that part alone.
Maybe he knows something.
That's that. Oh God.
He in India.
I don't care who niggas down with. I'm violating them if they was out here doing clown shit. Come on, man. I know what happened. Y'all know what happened. Y'all heard what happened.
What
I
happened?
said I wasn't gonna do it. Niggas
Hey, that's
knew I was
Toast 3 years, man.
Crazy.
This is our 3rd year. This nigga has nothing. Toast to
Got the drop.
And if y'all know me, y'all know I don't
Hey, we
give a
3
fuck.
years in this
Cool
thing.
with not being cool
Well,
with niggas, so listen up.
yeah, I guess
Bobby
you can say
Smurda came home, Craven picked him up in the gym.
No, it's legit. It's still legit.
Our birthday was yesterday.
He did the crime, missed some extra time where he got
I wish we'd have found it yesterday.
That's why the motherfuckers were shooting me happy birthdays.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that's why. That's why I was getting that.
No,
Yeah.
because
I felt weird trying to wish.
Who the fuck don't know when your birthday is?
that's what I
Who
said.
the fuck is sending you happy birthday in
exactly.
January?
That's what I said. So
January 1st at that.
in that fantasy,
You just met them. Okay.
in the fantasy zone I just showed y'all that I'm about to win the demo win or whatever. They was like, I got on it yesterday and they was like, oh yeah, and happy birthday to Javen old ass. He done turned 50. And I'm like, is this a joke? Like, what are y'all on? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all of you have been to my birthday. All of you know when my birthday is, but I didn't get it. Now I do. From the pod.
Yeah.
You know
From the pod.
Hey, you know the
It's
craziest
pod.
thing about that page? Me and you get all the flack because our names are right
Clearly.
front and center.
Clearly.
Yeah, they literally was like, happy birthday, Ahmad. But your birthday is next week.
Right.
So it's
So
like,
it's-
I know it was
it's
around
the
this time.
time.
Clearly.
Nigga, you know how many people ask me like, why you post that?
We gonna have this conversation? You wanna do that now?
Let's do it.
You wanna do that now? Let's do it.
Why you post that? Post what?
What you talking about?
Here's the other thing. Here's the other part.
Post what?
I think when I post Javen, well, you probably do too, but Javen gets shit
I get it.
for shit I post.
Yes,
but
I get it.
get shit for shit Javen posts.
Yep.
So because it's so assumed that I'm posting it,
Yeah.
that
Yes,
the
people who
one
know
time
us-
I don't post,
Yeah.
be Javen, and it'd be like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, huh? Not even from Lisa. like Lisa now she'll ask. But even still, like I have my phone in my hand and she'll have her phone in her hand and the shit'll go up a minute ago. And because I'm on our actual page, it doesn't show me.
It doesn't show you.
So I'm just scrolling and she think I'm sitting there like it says 4 minutes ago.
I'm just
and
sitting here pulling. I'm sitting right next to
and you had your phone in your hand for the last 7 minutes.
You just posted shit.
You just posted this. And I'm like,
No, I didn't.
what'd it say?
You know how many times I done got came at, dog, via DM or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know how many people tried to unfriend? Like, I'm like, okay,
go
like,
ahead.
You still my friend though. Yeah. Like, all three of us
cool?
have a page. Like, we all have a page.
Yeah.
And it's like you unfriend this page, and then I go to my page and
right
see
there.
you right there.
You're right there.
And
You know
I even forget. I log into my page and be like, "The fuck she doing up there?"
I got told that because it was brought to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wrote whatever the fuck. We'll just say because Steve wrote. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, I didn't do that. I didn't even see it. Let me go look. It don't even matter because this is what was told to me verbatim. It don't matter because all three of y'all share the same brain.
That's crazy.
That is not true.
That's
not true.
Unfair.
That's totally
and
totally wrong.
Generalization and all the word. That's misogynistic.
Yes,
fuck it.
Because
I don't know.
If it's by a woman, though, what you call it? Because this is by a woman.
It's female misogyny. Yeah.
Can we coin that?
I don't know.
Can we do something with that?
Look up the definition.
Google. Hey,
that's the silliest shit I ever Googled. There it is. Right there.
There it is. Hey, female misogyny.
So we laughing at ourselves. Y'all see how we did that?
Yeah, you see.
No,
but there's been like 4 or 5 times I've threw a bomb in a room and ran away. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the other part.
But it's only been 4 or 5 times. I know you do it, right?
But nobody else can. Nobody else can. And here's the other part. I be hitting him. He'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "What? What?" And we never think it's a third person.
Motherfucker until
let me go see. If you said no, then be like, and then you ask, I know what mine. I didn't know. Yeah, I put that up. Like, why you ain't tell us? Like, you ain't say you ain't put nothing in the chat.
No, nothing. And now we about to get bombarded with
bullshit. Literally running in the room, throwing a bomb and run away.
I try to keep it so ambiguous and say like we or us or don't say no possessive term and just be like, yo, so I don't be like we think or I just be like alternate line of thought here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really don't know.
You try to do that, and what I try to do if folks know how I type,
I start trying to post like you.
Yeah.
I start trying
if folks know how I type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I put all exclamations,
all periods and dots and this and that. I'm like, no, come on,
caps.
Keep it square. How would a mod type this?
And that's the other thing that's throwing them off because you trying to type like him, I'm trying to type like you, and he just typing like he really do because he don't got no pattern.
No one's gonna come to him.
Yeah, so it's like this shit is all stupid.
All three of y'all share the same brain. I said, get your ass out of here.
What's crazy is, and what fuck her up is, I wanted a female to run that page.
Yeah, I remember.
I still may. I wanted to log in. Like fat folks log in and just go and let her. And
I'll let fat folks do that. I'll be okay with fat folks.
And just let her go.
I'll be okay with fat
folks. Nigga, cause she gonna go in on us too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be fair game.
That to me, fat folks would be a good arbitrator, moderator.
And she gonna go in on them bitches.
Yeah,
like if she posts something,
dumbass broad.
Yeah, if she posts something,
we didn't say it.
That if she posts something that the public think we posted and they come at us. She gonna
no. A young lady said that. Would you like to talk to her?
Yeah. That shit. I'd be like, hey, you got, and she gonna post it and put it down. Yeah. And I'd be like, hey, that post you made got 15 comments. What? That's what she lives for. She gonna answer each one of them bitches.
But and whoever it is, whether I know fat folks ain't gonna care about this, but whoever it would be, if it was a May, have to understand that if they are going to be that arbitrary, this or that or whatever, because of the traction we get, you may be called some names, pick-me's.
Yeah, she don't care about that.
And I know she
don't. The only thing about her is I would have to not.
No, she gonna snap on somebody.
Not tell her when we in public who that person
it is.
Like I can't be like that's
she
the person
that motherfucker.
You know what? And she would have to come a couple times, like once a month.
Oh yeah. If
she couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, just be available, but but she would literally have to come sit here once a month with us. No, not necessarily for us, for the public. You know what I'm saying? And then she can lend a voice to it, and like she don't have to be here every week. You know what I'm saying? But just like once a month for a couple. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the thing.
You think she'll be on board though, like that? I mean, available like that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what he's saying with the call in.
Yeah, if she can't come, she would call because she be moving around a lot. Like I think she in Florida right now. But yeah. But that's the thing. When we get in the house, when we get back here, that's you know what I'm saying.
That'll make everything easier.
Yeah, it's gonna make everything. You know what I'm saying? Because when she gets to the airport, a lot of times she can just you know what I'm saying. Yeah, and then she go upstairs, fall asleep.
See, y'all, we do care. We do care about the opinions and ideas of everything and everybody, man. We not just one.
It's just the people we know.
Yeah,
we biased.
It's like people act like we don't. We really do listen to what people have to say. Not that we take everything the same way, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna definitely leap that way. Right. But we listen. You know
and with that said, I want to shout out people that I know listen in our third year. That we get a lot of views and we get a lot of I don't know how they count the downloads or whatever.
Traction. Just call it traction.
Traction.
Impressions.
Okay.
All of that. All of them ION words.
Yeah, that's it.
Look, I'm talking about the people that come up to me or y'all, you know what I'm saying, and be like, I like what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of the pods.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. First of all, Aaron, I want to say shout out Aaron. Mike G, of course.
Of course, Mike G.
Shit, I mean Kevin Hampton, man. Yeah, nobody knows this nigga, but shout out Kevin Hampton, man. This my Ace Boom Coon, man.
Shout out all the pods. The Corner Convo pod.
Yeah.
What's Larnell's pod?
Easily Offended.
Easily offended. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some cross-platform.
Yeah, we are. Hey, y'all get ready for that in 2022. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, shout out my homie Steve and LeVar, man. Them niggas, man, hit me regularly on every time when I run into them, when I see them, they hit me like, hey, I fuck with this and this. And hey, look, and they say the same thing. This is the craziest part. And they're serious. One of them don't even live here, but the people who really be like, you got to have me on. Man, I want to be on. When can I be on? Like, it's the
shout out to y'all.
Yeah. Who's that?
Look.
Nah,
I want to speak to them.
But he ain't here.
Hold on,
my homie Steve here.
I want to speak to them right quick. The people that want to be on the pod and the people that should be on the pod and the people that, you know what I'm saying, like, when can I be on? Yeah, you know what I mean? We hear you. It's just a setup that we have right now. We waiting until
get ready
when we move. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when we get a bigger studio and a bigger space, we're going to have live audiences. We're going to have all that shit. We're going to have guests. We're going to have females. It's going to be like a live party. So we just trying to figure out how to do it. Not how to do it, but more where everybody can kind of be heard and everybody be on mic and who shouldn't be on mic. I think it'll be more like drink champs where you have all those people in the background. Yeah. And then we can kind of be, it'll be more of a
live but still intimate. You know what I'm
party
saying?
Atmosphere. But
shout out to D-Son in the pit.
What's the name of it? This LEC?
He got like 5 podcasts.
He got a bunch of them. He kept working.
He working, man.
The one right now that's I see they got the most. I ain't gonna say the most traction, but a lot of traction right now is the pit.
The pit, man.
That's sports though. So sports is always going.
Oh yeah, did you say shout out Chicago Clubhouse? Did you say them?
Nope.
My nigga Terrence.
John.
Hey, Terrence and John. You know what I'm saying?
Because you said sports, that easily like, oh yeah,
that's Chicago sport.
Yeah.
Virtual day party.
They got a little bit of everybody. Them niggas had Warren Sapp this shit.
Shout out Eugene McIntosh, nigga. You need a podcast, nigga. I don't know why you don't got a podcast, nigga. You should have been the first one I knew to have a podcast.
So check this out. Yeah, I'm putting our business out there, sir. So when him and Terrence got together and got the bigs together or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It started off small. And I did not know how big it was going to grow, but I knew Gene had different avenues.
Got that media pass.
But Gene used to hoop. He knows folk. You know what I'm saying? No worries, no issues. I'm like, you got to put me on, dog. You got to put me on. Just to talk shit or whatever the case. You got to put me on, dog. Yeah, nah, I got you, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Now the niggas at the World Series. Nah, I don't. Yeah. Now niggas at the World Series, the finals, this and that. Gene, come to the show so we can talk. I have grievances.
Let me see that.
I have grievances.
As soon as we get out to the soon as we get out to the land, in the summer we can do shit in the backyard.
That's
know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yeah, like that's why I'm running now.
I like your backyard.
I'm finna get I gotta get the electricity and all that shit ran, but that's what I'm trying to do.
We should do it at night with the fire pit.
Yeah, Jay, wrap
all that shit, nigga.
Wrap that up, man. Take 2 for 22. That's all you.
Nigga, we made it.
Yes, sir. Let's start this pod, man. Let's get it.
Oh, we didn't start? Oh, shit.
That wasn't nothing on the docket. You know what I'm saying?
The docket.
What's your holiday goal? Holiday goal.
Holiday goals.
Holiday goals.
To get past the holiday.
Goals.
Yeah.
We did that. Congratulations.
New Year goals. I'll be honest with you, man. I want to say, once I reached like 37, the goal has not really changed per se.
So what's your goal for this? Here's the thing. Before y'all say y'all goals, I want to say this. I want us to say goals that we think we can reach, and I want us to hold each other accountable.
I like it.
Check back in 3-6 months and be like,
it's documented. No.
Yeah.
Documented.
Check back in and be like, how's that going with the, you know what I'm saying? Because we say, you hear New Year's resolutions and that shit fade by February, by Valentine's Day.
I was going to say by March, you don't even remember what the fuck you was talking about,
so,
whatever.
But yeah, go ahead.
Does that have a lot to do with life too, though? You know what I'm saying? We all got goals. We all got understandings of what we want to do and strive to. But life throws you curveballs, sliders, knuckleballs, and everything else.
It shouldn't take a new year.
You do not remember, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think
it shouldn't take the new year. It should be any time. If it's March 18th, nigga, who cares? If it's June 23rd, it don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever it come up.
And I think that's the difference between like goals and wishes or you know hope. You know what I'm saying? Like a goal is something that I'm intentionally. I don't wake up every day to do it, but it's like it's in the back of my mind. It lives with me. You know what
people do it. But people do it because with the new year, like I want to lose weight. I want to do this. I want to stop doing this. I want to stop. Like that's people do that a lot of times with the new year, and it's like you could do that December 31st. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to wait to.
That's true. I do see that, and I think that's another product of the internet in the sense of like you see people metamorphoses into butterflies, and all their changes throughout the year. I think traditionally before the internet, we always knew like, hey, this is a good time to turn over a new leaf.
Reset.
And we old school. But you see people, you know what I mean? Like shout out to Dan. Like that nigga ain't do that shit December 31st. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
He felt like
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you see that. You know what I'm saying? You see different people that'll quit their job or shout out Jakari. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like it's you see people go through changes. It's just that when you say it December 31st, for some reason, it's highlighted. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he really mean it. This nigga say he's going to hit the gym. Nigga been going to the gym off and on all year, but when he said
I'm talking about the people that haven't been going to the gym and feel like it's the new year and you know what I'm saying? Now is the time. Now is the time to. I can only do it. No, what I'm saying is that I can only do it.
Well, you also got the sales.
Time. Man, I want to turn this shit up, but it's so inappropriate for this conversation.
Yeah. Yes, it is. No. Don't turn it off.
Them niggas ain't down for you.
Why are you playing that?
Yeah, no,
I didn't. It just came up. Yeah, it just came on. It was like, oh shit.
Yeah, hey.
We just said we needed a push drop.
We did.
Push.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I was to answer yours, but to also piggyback on what you're saying. Since about 37, for the last like 6-7 years or whatever, the goal has never changed.
How old are you
know
now?
What I'm saying? 42. I'll be 43 in July.
So for the last 5 years, you ain't reached this goal?
No.
What's the goal? Because I'm holding you accountable this year.
Cool.
So this year, you're going to reach whatever it is you're saying, and I hope it ain't something that I can't help you with. This nigga going to be like, I'm going to be a millionaire by the end of the year. I'm like, fuck.
Cool. And I'm glad you said that. Hold me accountable. And I'll tell you, I said the same shit for like the last 4 years. As far as my goal is to be one step higher than what I was totally in 2000 whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Push, nigga.
No. Because this can be quantified. You can actually measure this. So if let's say I had $5,000 in my bank account in 2019, January 1st, 2019, I want to double that. I want to double that by you can quantify this. You know what I'm saying?
That's
then what are you asking?
I'm finna say that. I'm saying you haven't pinpointed anything that I can hold you accountable for. So what I'm saying is, yeah, I want to be a higher version of myself last year. And then in 3 months, in March or April, and I'm like, hey, where we at on that higher version of yourself? And you can be like, like you said, there's no quantifiable thing. And that's what I was saying to the whole idea of age in the first place, right? Because how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were?
62. Look, but
so wait, I'm not finished. So what I'm saying is that, like, when we shorties and you trying to hoop, you can tell from summer to summer. You could tell by your
growth.
You could see the growth. You could feel it. But at some point, We stopped tracking it. Same thing with this. Not off subject, same subject. We said with LD children, right? We track them all the way until they graduate high school, and then when they graduate high school, we no longer they just in the world, right? It's the same thing kind of with us, right? We tracking it all the way to a point where it's like teachers saying you getting an A, you getting an F, and you looking at yourself, whether, you know what I mean, you got your own internal grade that you're giving yourself or whatever, whether it's sports or academic or however. But
outside looking in,
after
did you
some
really
point,
move?
right, after some point in life, all that shit is the same. Like, you're not year by year by year by year. Now, to your point of what you were saying, Amon, that why you got to wait December 31st. When we shorties, we don't. We wait till September, right? As soon as you start school, this school year, I'm going to be fresh. This school year, I'm going to get straight A's. This school year, I'm going to be on the dean's list, right? So,
fiscal to something.
Everything
is fiscal to
because
something.
especially where we grew up, like this area, summertime. You know what I'm saying? Summertime,
well,
I'm about
don't
to
really start. Like,
know
we
what I'm
can have
saying? You just
beautiful
going.
weather and summer don't start.
No, but I'm saying your mentality is just like, you know, now. I'm gonna come out with a different mentality. Summer starts, and then, you know, September when school starts, and then also it's the coming back from Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to school from Christmas break, the second semester, basically.
That's January 15th or 6th.
Now it's Monday.
It's a whole different it is.
No, so to our point tomorrow of what I'm saying is something that let's ask the question better from my perspective in the sense of what would you want me to check back in with you in 3 months about?
Better. That's better. Because even what I was saying,
you're gonna push, nigga.
No push. There was no.
We gonna have to give it to him because I have one. It's on the tip of my tongue.
For him?
Yes.
We got to give it to him because he ain't gonna say.
Gotta give it to him.
Because he's been working on that one for 35 years.
I know, and you're gonna love the one I'm gonna say.
Okay. Wait. Say your thing. We're gonna pick each one we want for ourselves, and then we're gonna give each one each.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Go ahead.
Only because I'm compelled to speak of what you said, you know what I'm saying? It has been, for the most part, the same the last 5 years, but there's always something to hinder or stop where I wanted to go. So if I'm looking at the goal to be here, and it started here, I wanted to be here, but it only got here.
March 1st.
I'm still on my
March
same
1st,
goal.
I'm checking with you about... Yeah. Nigga.
No. Have I talked to my mother yet?
Check. Okay.
Yeah, that's you know what?
Y'all think I'm bullshit. See, you think I'm just talking. The things I'm talking about, you can
somebody hit the applause.
You can
applause for Javen, man.
You can quantify this. You can see this. It's not a push. My thing is, it's not a push. It's not a push.
No, that's not a push. That's a good one.
The things I'm talking about as goals are not a push.
So that's something.
Even if I've been trying to do it for years,
that's something you're working towards.
It's yes.
Okay. I was saying, I guess I give you an option. Is that something you're working towards or something you want to see happen in 2022? Are you actively working towards it or you just kind of hope it happens?
Okay. So.
And working toward it could be whatever you say it is, not defined by your brother or your father. Whatever you say it is.
Thank you. Mentally, I have to get reps of that first.
That's what I was about to say. It's
that's what I'm saying. That's why really, whatever you think mentally.
Mentally, I have to get raps on that first.
Because mentally, you're not even trying.
Yeah,
I don't care.
In those type of situations, it's a mental. Once the mental hurdle is over, there is no more. There's nothing else to do with that. Like it's the mental hurdle.
But it's also the mental hurdle of saying like, okay, the mental hurdle is this gate. I'm gonna hop this gate. I hop the gate now. I'm in this yard. But the other side or everybody else doesn't see that as a move.
Right.
It see it as a move of now that you're here, you just gonna walk in and not say nothing. You gonna hop over and you know what I'm saying? Like you want me to take another step,
that's
which you don't see how big that was.
How big the one jump over? You want me to jump over there and run around the block too?
Or for me to move from I don't give a fuck, I don't care how to me being like, well, I at least hope it happens.
And let me tell you exactly what that sounds like. And a lot of people think like that, and it's cool to think like that. But when you're thinking is like that, you're not thinking about the other person. You're only thinking about yourself. Because you just said how look what I did to get here. So now you're asking you're asking for other people to accept your expectations of what you have for yourself. Because it just is turning it back around to you.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
yes and no.
I know.
No,
it's yes and no because one, if this hurdle to go forward, you know what I'm saying, is done by this person. You say, well, now you're internalizing like, well, I did this. In a two-party system of communication, understanding, getting things to the table, now I need for you to at least do the one that I did. It has to be one for one to get to one point. It can't be one person trying to.
No. And I'll just say this: if you are truly trying, and I had to learn this, and I understand it, and I got relationships that I have understood just from me looking at it. Like, even though I feel like I did the 50, right? I have to look at it from their perspective, and from their perspective, they feel justified in whatever it is that they did. Mm-hmm. So therefore, my 50 for them is only 30. I agree. So I have to add it and go 70 for me, but it's really 50-50 for them. You know what I'm saying? As far as extending the olive branch.
I got something for that.
I agree with everything y'all saying. I'm saying that it in a way, it negates my original position. So, Or if me personally, it makes me feel like I didn't hold that position long enough, right? So if I'm Javen and I'm saying that I want to get to this place of I'm already saying I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, whatever. I'm going through the same shit with my dad, right? If I get to a point to be like, hey, my door is open, I'm willing to, you can't not acknowledge that, right? Like, I've changed from, I'm not saying shit to da-da-da-da-da. I don't give a fuck. I'm dropping these kids off. I'm not coming in. I'm not da-da-da-da. To me being like, all right, I'll try that, right? Now, if me making a move forward, whether it's a half a step or whatever the step, you say it's not enough, my counter is, where's your move at all? You see what I'm saying? Like, if I've got over the hurdle of being like, man, it's gonna be, man. But what I'm saying is, I will do whatever that is.
And what I'm saying
but
is,
it's like you can't just stand in the same place and judge me for moving forward.
No, and what I'm saying is their expectations of the relationship is you should have been done that. Right? No. What I'm saying, So you making a step to them, like I just said, you feel like you meet 50-50, and they like, nah, fam, it's you meeting this.
You can't deny progress. No. Progress is progress.
But
if I'm moving forward,
it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. No, you're missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they're from their position, they already have made a 50% move, and the move you asking for them is making a 70% move, and they're saying,
but I'm not asking for nothing.
No. I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying.
You know, I understand what you're saying.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's from their perspective, and their expectation. Because listen to what I'm saying. Their expectation of the relationship, because that's the part that a lot of times in these situations, it's hard to understand their expectation. So from their expectation, you feel like, hey, I've made a move and I made it 50%. And it's like, from their perspective, you're just, I have made moves that to do the same thing you're doing that you did not anticipate or predict and expect as the same move. But from my perspective, I've made that same 50% move. So now that you're meeting me over here, to meet me at 50, you've got to extend a little further. And it's fucked up,
okay. So with all of that said, my original point was, then I didn't hold out long enough. So what I'm saying is this. If once you're not tired of me holding out. So what I'm saying is, if I keep saying, I don't give a fuck, 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 I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. Right? Soon as I'm like, you know what? It's a new year. I'm willing. I might, whatever.
But that's zero.
Wait, I let you.
That's what I'm saying, but that's zero.
I let you talk.
I know, go ahead.
What I'm saying is this. If I hold out longer, then your movement or whatever you're standing on starts to shrink. So what I'm saying is, it does in the sense of this, because
it doesn't.
Even if it doesn't. But what I'm saying is, if I'm willing to move and you're not,
right,
all you're doing is continuing to stalemate.
Pause.
Wait.
You missed what I'm saying.
She's already moved.
You just said and not, and that's the point. Wait, pause for a second.
Okay, pause for a second. Let's stop not. I'll replace not with again. I'll replace not with again. I replace not with again. Right. So let's say this.
I like it.
If when you moved, I was not willing to move at all, that cancels out your movement.
But you were unaware of the movement.
Wait. I'm not because I don't care. Right. Everybody's telling me, and I don't care.
I don't care.
But when I wait, if people are moving towards me, and I'm in a position where I don't care, the movement doesn't matter. Once I begin to care, or verbally say, you know what? All of these people that's been trying to talk to me, have you talked to your mother? Nope, I don't care. Nope, I don't care. Nope, I don't care. Once that changes to I care, the pressure cannot continue to be on me. It has to go to the other side and say, hey, there's an open line of communication. What do you want to do with that open line? Now, the pass didn't go all the way to you. The shit is dropped in the water. You probably got to pick up the can and put it to your ear. It didn't go all the way to you, but you have to do something. He's not doing everything that he needs to do, but he's doing more than he has. Now I'm not saying that he's the savior, The other side could be whatever, but what I'm saying is this person has moved from where they were, and you have to acknowledge it.
And what I'm saying is the expectation of that relationship is the move you talking about is ground zero. So you haven't moved anything where my expectation of zero is, and inherently that is the problem. That is the problem.
If I hold out long enough,
yeah, that's the problem in the communication. No. My point is, when you talking about holding out long enough, no. You can hold out as long as you want to. It doesn't matter until you meet me at whatever I think zero is.
That's you. No. This is a mom that's 20 or 30 years older,
and I'm saying,
thinks about her mortality to be like, I don't want to die, and my son.
I got you.
So,
but there are some. But there are some that But there are some that will sit there and say, but
you and your daughter right now, if y'all are on the out and y'all are beefing. No, you are going to fall short because you're going to think about your.
Wait. Are you talking about me, or are you talking about? Because what I'm talking about is. Wait, let me finish. What I'm talking about is, I'm not talking about, this is nothing personal. I'm just talking about the simple expectations of relationships. And you can say mortality has a value. Everybody doesn't more.
The older person is always going to think about that at some point.
Let me finish. There are older people who don't value mortality in that same way and will stand their ground.
That's not true.
And they will stand their ground.
Those are outliers. Those are outliers. And it's going to get to a point.
Both are correct.
Those are outliers, and it's going to get to a point where it fades.
I agree.
And I know you're absolutely right.
As a young person, I can stand in that.
I know, and they understand that and will still.
They don't. No, they don't.
They're all right.
They don't.
Maybe
they don't.
You know what? Maybe that's why I'm so petty.
Yeah, so say just as petty as you are. Just think of it.
There are people who will stand their fucking ground. If you are getting into it with somebody that's 20 years younger, that's your family that you love, you gonna stand in your position because of what you are, and they like that nigga gonna die, man. No, I understand. Well,
okay, flip it. Somebody 20 years you're older.
Right, flip it.
Your uncle or somebody that's 20 years older, and y'all beefing.
I'm going to stand my ground.
Right.
Depending on what it is. I know I'm making your point. I know I'm making your point. No. I know I'm making your point. No.
We're done here.
No. I know I'm making your point. What I'm saying is I was just trying to establish the understanding of what the zero is. You can add in mortality, but you're adding in your view of mortality, and you don't understand that person's view of mortality may be the same way that mine is, and they literally will stand they fucking. What I'm saying is, it's just whatever the relationship is, if it's personal to you, you need to peep and understand what that zero is for them. Because it happens a lot. Where
just say this one sentence.
Yeah.
That's very true, but that's when the other factors of you two niggas are stubborn and the other people in the family play to you're getting old.
Yeah.
Right? They're not saying
go
that
to your mortality. Go to your mortality argument.
Everybody else that's watching is going to play to the mortality of the older person.
And
you're an idiot. If this person moves at all,
you're an idiot.
So just like you, if you arguing with your uncle that's 20 years older and you like, you know what, fuck it, I'll holler at him this Thanksgiving, and he's still standing on it, they all going to go straight to his mortality. Nigga, you 7. You about to die.
What is you on?
This nigga trying.
But
you got
that's
that.
not where I was
some petty people in this
That's
world.
not where nigga, you one of them. Get out of here. He is too. Shit. I am too.
Yeah, you are.
Not when it comes to mortality, though.
But not when it comes to that.
No, not when it comes. I'm not that. I'm not petty.
Everything that I told you is, if they die and they on their thing, you gonna be salty. My thing is, I don't like my petty runs to the point of I've already thought about that. Right? If this person dies tomorrow, will I be mad? Nope.
But it's not.
Cool.
Is it petty?
That's my line. If I say that, as much as me and my mama get into it, if she dies tomorrow, I'm gonna be fucked up. Yeah. So I can't be that bad.
Let me ask you this:
my petty can't run like it wants to.
Is it petty if you're comfortable with death? If you're is it petty if you're comfortable with death?
No, because that's not like dad. That's not dad.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
no,
right.
But that's
so that's why I question when you say I'm petty. It's like, it's not really petty.
But that's the whole thing.
I hear you.
But no, that's the whole thing. That's where it goes, because it never, the two people arguing always think they're right.
Correct.
So it doesn't matter. It's what everybody else believes. So if that person is laying in the casket, everybody is like, you bogus for not doing X, Y, and Z. You could be standing and believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. Death is not cool. You can say she in a hell of a place. She's cool. I'm cool.
But what if you're cool? What if you're cool with everyone else? Anyway, proceed what you saying.
No.
Proceed what you saying.
They be like, bring your baby and don't bring.
Time out. He's really not that different, and neither of you. Neither are you. You both are saying each side of the coin and understanding where each side of the coin actually lies.
But I'm just drawing the play.
Let's say it was me, and I'm standing where Ahmad is, and I'm like, I'm fine with death. I know I've done all the right things. I've done all the right things, you know what I'm saying, to where my conscience is clean or whatever. Regardless of what this is, I can be sad, but I can still understand and feel this way. Where on the flip, you know what I'm saying, which is wild coming from you. And I'm about to tell you why. Because your stance is more so of an emotional one.
No.
It is. No, it doesn't sound like that way to you, but it is. The understanding is the mortality is fine. You're going to die. Get things in order, whether it's that person or that person. You know what I'm saying?
He's saying you're tugging on the emotions, using immortality as that. That's tugging on emotions.
Okay, I'm 2 points. One, I'm saying that people will use that against the other people. What I'm saying is, like you said, I'm cool with death in the point of, like you said, what if you're cool with death? I am.
Which is strange. That's what I'm asking.
It's not emotional. I'm saying, if this person dies and I never got out, we didn't talk. We didn't close it. It's not emotional. It's just the fact that I'm standing on what they standing on. I'm standing on what I'm standing on.
We still didn't clear this shit up.
We never cleared it.
I get
right?
you.
I'm all about that. We can argue.
So you're Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Everything has to close and come to conclusion.
I think most people. Honestly, that's what most people.
You can't leave it open.
I don't even believe in closure and that. Like, death is closure to me, right? Like, so, but I'm saying in the sense of, if we're in a stalemate and we agree to disagree to a later point and you die, that wasn't in the plan. And so I could.
But and my point is always in the plan, because whether you believe it or not, it could happen tomorrow.
No, I agree with that. I'm saying in the point that you say we agree to disagree and we walk away from each other.
We table this for later,
right? We table this for later, and you get hit by a bus. What I'm saying is my stubbornness is the point is you were so mad in the moment that you couldn't hear me, right?
Talking on both ends. I could be
pounding the casket like, you motherfucker. You went and died and still didn't hear my point. Right? It's not an emotional thing. It's just the fact that I was trying to say something.
A little bit in there. Think about it.
Okay, it could be.
I know what you're saying. There's an emotion. There's an emotion tied to it.
But the emotion is the point that I didn't get my point across.
Agreed.
And the fact that we were both so mad that we couldn't hear each other.
So I'm glad you said that.
Or here's the other part. The emotion could be, I can totally hear what you were saying now. But how many times do we give them
all the time?
And they're not right. Like I like, if you was alive, I would still argue you. But
so
because you're dead, I'm gonna be like, man,
I'm so glad we're saying this, because
it's not a direct emotion. It's indirect.
It's indirect.
It's indirect.
What I really wanted to talk to when he said this, what I was just speaking on was your John. Your John, your one sentence morality that went to 4, 5, 8. You know what I'm saying? He did. But
he kept talking to me.
He did. He did. His zero. The measure stick that he had with the zero, where you was like, you know what I'm saying, well, I did this is 50, but I done did this on the back end where you're not counting this, so to me, that's zero. I think
that's what January 1st is.
Wait a second.
That's why
reset.
We can reset.
That's last year.
Reset.
Like, why you bringing up bullshit? Like, if I'm the first person to move forward and you don't. You still in last year. Like, you on bullshit, right? Because when this motherfucker told me on Christmas to talk to you and I said no, and now he tell me January 2nd, and I'm like, all right, we'll see what it do.
So Chug, hey Chug. Chug told me, I told Chug, whatever you think about me or anyone else, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna bring it to the table, and let's say it's not me, it's anyone, the parties have to take whatever biases or whatever issues they had, put them to the side. The topic is what the topic is. If I feel as though Steve is this, that, or whatever, or Ahmad is this, that, or whatever,
but the topic?
No. If it is, we have to come to it openly, not like, who are you to talk to me about this or that or whatever. We can't do that. And a lot of us get wrapped up in ourselves to, who are you to tell me, nigga, but what about you? It's not about what about the other to actually tell you if something is wrong with you. If you need to actually open your eyes and pay attention to this or that. Y'all know me very well. I am very stubborn. If I feel away this or that, but it's definitely not in the sense of when I first met you, and definitely not when I first met you. You know what I'm saying? But
you was 12, nigga.
But in the sense of
that's when you were most stubborn.
I agree. There's no boundary for growth and evolution. You talk about the zero shit. Let's both come to the table with zero.
Right. But then you have to have an understanding of what that means
that's
and how to define. That's
that's hard enough. No, I agree.
That's when governments like when fucking Biden finna talk to Putin. Them motherfuckers have they fucking groups or
nigga don't kill me.
But I'm saying it's like their entourage just talk to each other for a week already. What are we gonna talk about? What's zero? What is off the table? What is not gonna be brought up? What's offensive? What's you know what I'm saying? Like all of those things. And so you don't have that when you are talking to a family member or talking to a personal relationship in the sense of it's an onion because what you're really arguing about,
pulling the layers back.
So it's like we're coming to the table to argue about this, but they're gonna bring up something else. You're gonna bring up something else, and then now you're arguing about something that had
nothing to do with the topic. But that's where I'm going.
But it also is pertinent to why you're here. So it's like you want to say like, hey. Right now, we're arguing about C, D, and F or whatever.
But this is why I'm here because of the C, D, and F.
Right. And so, and one party doesn't know that, right? So one party thinks they're there to argue one point, and they got all their paperwork, and they ready. And the other party is like, all right, you won that, but I got 7 other things. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, I wasn't prepared for that. Don't bring me all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't fair for you to bring up shit that we went. You know what I'm saying? And that's whole...
Like I was trying to tell Chug in the same dynamic. Then nothing will ever be accomplished. There's going to have to be a sacrifice on both parties on the side of whatever history they may have to get whatever they need to get cleansed and get it straight. It can't be, well, Ahmad wronged me 20 years ago. I'm still right here with Ahmad. He wronged me 20 years ago. I'm going to hold that on.
What do you think about this?
We can't do that.
Through this or what all we've been talking about because we can't stay on this.
Yeah, we can't stay on it.
If we talk
I was
about,
gonna get back to my resolution.
Yeah, we are. That's what I'm saying. We got to go back to that. But I'm saying, what do you say to this type of conflict where two people don't agree, and you got other third parties trying to get y'all to agree? Y'all, pleading to them while you don't agree, and it's not getting nowhere. And like you say, you in year 3, 4, 5, whatever, and y'all not really getting nowhere.
Right. What I was saying.
What would I say? What would you say to? The question is, what do you say to in that situation where somebody is like, let's just start new. Like everybody, let's agree to disagree, and it's a new year. Wipe the slate clean, and y'all just start new. How do you know that's still playing in the back of your mind? Like how does that work for you?
Honestly,
not in this personal situation.
No,
with you,
but even if I put it here or
wherever,
just
real personal
shit.
to you. Because I'm I'm asking him too.
But he ain't gonna go get here.
But I'm just
there's the push.
But if you gotta, even when you was playing football, quarterbacking or something, and y'all got a beef, and now y'all on the same team, whatever, it's like, hey, we on the same team, we got to wipe slate clean. How do you deal with that? How do you just be like,
maybe it's me, and y'all, the person that y'all know, I'm always in the end about the greater good. If you can convince me this is for the greater good, I'll be like, I'll throw my hands up, and I'll be on board. However way I may feel personally, how this affect me personally, like if.
So you don't think getting good with your mom and be on the greater good?
But that's my point with Chuck. I've tried.
Okay. Now, this is where, no, we don't got to keep it.
No, we're not. But I'm saying this is where when you're dealing with a mass, not just 1 and 2, when you're dealing with a mass, more people have to be on board than the one to actually get any type of change to come.
But you got him out.
I mean, yeah, I could do it. I could do it, but. It's not petty, man.
I'm saying you petty though. So I don't know.
He gonna be walking chicken and rock,
I ain't that, man. It's just like
as soon as that nigga do one thing, I told y'all,
nigga. Yeah, nigga,
told you.
I don't
want to listen to me.
I'm. You can wipe the slate clean and work with somebody.
Because you know what is really hard with me about doing that. Nah, you know what's hard for me about doing that? It's just I can acknowledge my wrongs, right, and I try to fix them, right.
To somebody that you mad at.
Nah, to like just in any situation. Here's the thing.
In any situation.
Look. This is
you
what
don't have no pride.
Listen to what I'm saying. in any situation, no matter, even if I feel no one going in it, I did it right, I ask myself, what did I do to contribute to it? Mm-hmm. So just with me, it's like, all right, if I did this, maybe this doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Even if somebody spaz out on me, if I don't come like this, even if I was right, maybe I should have handled it. I could have did this. I could have did this.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I'm a Capricorn. But no.
I'm saying it. I got to give you a scenario.
Yeah.
Look. You and two coworkers sitting in the break room. Y'all going at it. Y'all arguing. Y'all fucking arguing. The manager walks in and be like, hey, look, we got to get this work done. Y'all got to get, and y'all two got to go work hand in hand together.
No problem. Because there's a goal bigger than me, you, and anybody else in this motherfucker.
Is making this white man money?
Nah, making my kids money, nigga.
Damn, that's how you look at it?
No.
That's how,
hey,
you know he pay.
Hey.
Because he can if he wants to.
No.
If he wants to.
And where do I work now?
When he quit, he will.
Let me ask you something. Where do I work now?
I get you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nigga, yes, nigga, like,
all
yes.
Right, so, look. All right. What's your New Year's go? I ain't gonna stay with that.
Yeah, it's all good. Nigga, stay with that. Nah, for real, my shit real. And it's been something I've been trying to do for years. I really got it. I got to quit smoking. I got
smoking cigarettes?
Squares, yeah. I got to stop smoking.
Yeah, you should.
Mike G, shout out Mike G. He stopped smoking squares.
Shout out Mike G. Hey, good shit, nigga. Round of applause.
You got to get on his regimen. He got a nicotine vape.
Nah, I can't do none of that shit. It's the habit shit. I got to break the habit.
I think that's what he was saying. He was like, he got a habit of smoking. And then as he smoked, he just kept turning nicotine down. And so it was like
it was just the plastic or whatever.
Yeah,
you know
but it was still, but he still, like when he was working on the car,
he still
got to
do it.
This nigga blowing like.
I would tell folks,
but he like, it ain't no nicotine in it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I smoke squares for a minute.
It's the mouth asphyxiation, pause.
It is.
I smoked squares for a hot second, and moms was like, "You smoke everything else, you gonna put these squares in your body."
That's why I quit.
And I quit cold turkey.
I did too.
Cold turkey.
I smoke squares, Black and Miles, and weed.
But I still need to smoke. You know, it was more so not to get high or feel. No, I need to smoke something.
I'm gonna tell you how I fucked myself.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you how I fucked myself up. I was smoking weed, squares, and Black and Miles.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like 20, 21, 22, hustling, right? I'm like, I'm putting all these different smokes in my body. I'm only gonna smoke weed. I said it back then, right? I don't need the, if I want to smoke a Black and Mild, you know what I mean? Like, I just smoke. So then it got to that's before like all the, this hydro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is before hydro and all that shit came out.
During hydro.
When hydro and all that shit came out and all that shit, White Rhino and Chocolate Tie and all that shit, I was like, all right, that's my weed. And then I'll get the Reggie.
Reggie is your square.
That's my square and my Black and Mild,
yeah.
Right? Then this shit shifted to what we got now, and now I got a fucking $300 habit.
Yeah.
When did you?
Shit is fucking crazy. I should have smoked squares and Black and Mild.
Was you still hooping around that time? Was you still athletic? You were still doing that?
Yes. But I wasn't smoking this because I was living with my mom, so I wasn't smoking like I smoke now. Like, so the squares was I wasn't buying packs of squares, and the blunts we rolling way smaller. You know what I'm saying?
I look back in my 20s.
7 people hitting it on the blunt.
Nigga, I look back at times in my late 20s, early 30s, fucking going to hoop and smoking a square between games.
Yeah,
playing full court.
Yeah.
What? So
but it's also you in your 20s.
My whole
no, I'm talking about even my early 30s. I was still doing that shit.
You got a young lung.
My whole smoking shit.
You still growing.
Came after high school.
It's the running shit. Nah.
Try it now. You
hell no.
On your shoes.
Nigga,
it was all about weed. Straight out of high school, it was about weed. I smoked, but we would smoke 3-4 blunts and then go to the rec. Ask John, and John don't smoke. And we throwing them up, getting money. I used to think that's the only way I could.
Right.
Hey,
I know a lot of niggas thought that.
But then what happens is
slow the game down for you.
Yeah, what happens is you get older and go to other avenues, but you still need to smoke. So what you got? I left college and went to the service. Everybody got squares. Let me get a square. Hell, let me get some dip. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case. Okay, now I'm out of the service. Niggas smoking blacks. Let me get that wine black. Y'all know me. I used to smoke wine black.
That's what's crazy how your body adapt to whatever. Yeah, because it's like for me, I could smoke and hoop, no matter what.
I'm gone.
But at the same time, you got to think when I'm smoking and hooping, everybody's hitting the blunt. You know what I'm saying? The blunt
So we all in the same
ain't as big as it is.
You're not doing it. You're not taking it to the face.
I'm not as high as I would be now, right? I'm not smoking like
this.
Think
about you then to now.
No, look,
I'm talking about a 20-year-old Javen who don't smoke.
It's age. It's the fact that I'm getting 1/7 of a blunt because there's 7 niggas hitting it. I'm getting
and you're less active.
Yeah, right.
You're less just naturally. Naturally, yeah. Now it's
then I'm way more active. I'm not probably sitting sedentary and inhaling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but then here's the other part. I'm not mixing it with alcohol. Weed was everything. Right now, I'm smoking and drinking a beer and got a shot of vodka. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, nigga, you made it.
It's like back then, weed was everything. It was at 3:00 in the afternoon, you hit a blunt.
None of them niggas smoke. They all can drink like a motherfucker.
I was a
you know them niggas.
I was a drinker.
We was drinking before we was.
Smoke. Coach would tell us smoking is gonna slow you down, going up and down, running the bases, this and that. So you don't smoke, but you drink. Even in those like football movies, you'll see like Friday Night Lights and this and that. Yeah. They chugging beers. They getting you never seen them motherfuckers actually hitting no bud, smoking cigarettes. Nah, because that will fuck you up on the jump. So a lot of motherfuckers is athletic, alcoholics before they even touch some weed.
Javen, that's what I'm saying. I'm drinking with them. I'm the only one smoking too.
That's wild. You taking the whole shit to the head.
Nigga, back then when we were short,
just think about this.
Back then we short, I remember I got on the bus. This nigga Fred, I got on the bus and came to school smelling like weed. He like, man, you smell like weed. I'm like, yeah, man, I smoked something earlier. He like, you smoke by yourself? Oh, you a hype. That was back.
That was big back then.
Yeah, if you smoke by yourself, you gotta share your weed.
That was big back then. You smoked the whole joint by yourself.
I've been mad ever since then, nigga. I've been smoking by myself since then, and I'm like, nigga, I've been a hype.
It never hit me because I wasn't smoking like that.
So I can check back in with you in March, and you ain't gonna be smoking weed.
Back.
Yeah.
Let me see. Smoking weed.
Smoking squares.
Smoking squares.
I need.
Hey, time out. So you said you need to stop, but you said
I needed to stop.
But you said that's your.
I needed to stop.
Work with me.
How many do you smoke a day?
Okay, I work with.
I'm about a little less than half a pack a day.
So how many packs are you smoking a week?
About 3.5. I'm saying about.
You smoke about 3.5 packs a week. So the next podcast next week. No, work with. No, stop.
We're doing a 3-month check.
Just peep.
Okay, go ahead.
So next podcast, if you've been doing 3.5 packs, it should be 3 and.
And you should have texted your mom.
3 1/4.
We do it.
No, nigga, I got one. No.
That's that motherfucker right now.
Let me see.
No, nigga, I got one for him.
He gonna be
like I said,
how's my kids doing?
If Javen at some point in time could ever, ain't got to be consistent.
Text this motherfucker right now.
But I know Steve can speak to this, and he'll feel me on this. If we could have just some sort of time that we gonna record.
Listen to him.
Like if we be like, hey, we're gonna record at this time on this day. All right, we're gonna record. Hey, what time you leaving? What time they coming over? I don't know yet.
Can we get some baby mama?
Because Javen. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Can we get some commitment like that?
Like, what y'all asking me?
Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? Just
no, I'm listening to him. Yours was a lot more English, a lot more. There's a lot of words involved in what he's talking about.
That's just what you need. I'm too direct.
Just some. So if we decide to record at 10 o'clock, we record at.
I fell asleep.
See. See. Or
that's what he's saying. Yo, can that be your New Year's resolution? We giving our resolutions this year.
If we've been recording on Saturday, by Thursday.
Okay,
Thursday.
So check this out.
If the time need to flip.
Check this out because I listen to y'all because y'all like brothers to me and y'all paid attention in the last 2 years. I listen to my brothers that are around me. If this is a complaint, if this is an issue, I would do my best to try to resolve.
You selfish, nigga.
Issue. Yeah. We all are.
This nigga say he fell asleep.
Nigga, you're not addressing what I said.
We all are.
That's some bullshit. Nigga, I hate that shit. Nigga, I be like, hey, what did you do last night?
I didn't say that. But I didn't say that.
You did. You said we all are. You did even worse than that.
We all are.
You could have made it direct to me.
I was like, damn. I was like, yesterday wasn't New Year's. Yesterday was New Year's Day.
Burn this whole house down.
Yesterday was New Year's Day. This nigga ain't awake. Because like, yes, nigga.
Robin, bro. I'm like, this nigga turned up for Robin's birthday,
right? Damn,
he bought him a stripper.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like I love y'all to death, but we don't really be knowing what encompasses everybody's day. like that.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I got a girl. Nigga, you know I'm free as a bird, nigga. When she be like, what time you recording? And I say 10, and then 10, she be like,
how come you ain't record?
We waiting on Javen, and then she asked me a question about Javen that I be like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
So
you know
what?
You know
what?
That is my goal. That is one of my New Year. I don't do, but this is one of my New Year's
stop people
things.
No, let them say it. I want to hear that.
To make sure I am not the reason for anything.
That's impossible.
I'm gonna check back in with you tomorrow.
In about an hour.
You know what I'm saying? No, not tomorrow. I gotta check in this time next year, January 1st. So how did 2020 go for you?
Whole beard gray. Hey.
Nigga, I'm trying to not be the excuse.
Halfway bald right here, like
nigga. He like, nigga, I live in the country. I don't have a phone. I don't got internet. Idea. I don't get Facebook. I don't do none of that shit.
You know exactly how the morning went? It was like, oh wait, I thought y'all was leaving. Oh, you know, okay, all right. Hey, well, y'all ain't leaving. Have you heard from him? Nah. Well, here you go. Why don't you go put your daughter down for a nap? Since you're here, just go ahead and take care of that. I'm finna just.
But that's what I'm saying. I understand byproduct. You know what I'm saying? I understand byproduct.
She could have went and got coffee way earlier.
Way earlier. No, I understand byproduct, and I'm being dead ass with y'all.
You don't, because you want capitalism.
What the fuck you say now? What you say now?
You said
I did not say I want capitalism.
You want capitalism to fall, and you don't understand byproduct.
I do.
You don't?
I do.
Capitalism can't fall because of byproduct.
It's bullshit.
All right, go ahead with your
point. Get the fuck out of here. If I've crumbled the foundation of trust for a specific...
We talking about capitalism? What are we talking about? Hey,
I'm about to combine them. You see how I'm going at?
This nigga said crumble the foundation of trust. Hey, Steve, that's the bars he be getting. He be getting them bars off. If I've crumbled the foundation.
Are we talking about you and your New Year's resolution? I don't even know what we talking about anymore. This nigga is a politician through and through, bro. This nigga push on everything, and he answers everything ambiguous. Hey, this what's crazy is I just watched the Curb Your Enthusiasm when he was like, we got a disturbance in the kitchen. And then nigga was like, well, what's the disturbance? He was like, well, it was a little, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you haven't told me a thing. He was like, your food will be right out. And nigga said, you didn't answer my question.
This nigga said crumble the foundation.
You got to use infrastructure next.
No, so okay. So then what you do is
it's like a freestyle.
What you do is instead of finding band-aids and this and that, you listen to the army of engineers, okay? And they tell you what shit went left or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So now you bring in the product to fill in the infrastructure, you know what I'm saying, to resurface the infrastructure for a great foundation to go forward up.
All he asked was you be on time. This nigga said, can you be on time for podcast this year?
So there we go.
That nigga said, you got to bring in the Army engineers for the infrastructure of the foundation.
Oh, my God.
There we go.
That's your answer.
I explained it.
So he can check back in with you on March?
Sure.
Is he checking with the foundation or?
Well, the foundation would be me here on time. You can quantify this.
That's another one. You been quantifying.
I said that shit was 6 times. New word. New word alert.
That nigga said you can quantify this.
Quantify it.
By what? What's the equation?
Come on, dog.
All right, that's the word.
VX1 plus VX2 minus. No.
You could have just said check with me in March. Yeah, that's the quantity. I'm
not thinking.
This nigga is so a politician, bro.
Fuck Javen.
No. Hey. I hate you both. I hate you both. That was a good hour, though. That was a good hour. That was free-flowing conversation. Even though we didn't have no subjects. You know what I'm saying? We just did an hour